you have a program alarm, 1201. You want to go on the 1201, Liberty. Roger, go 1201.
Let's get it.
And we are on. Hey. Welcome back to another episode of 1201, the podcast. I'm your host, So It Go Jay. That's So It Go Jay with all underscores in between. And my man.
Hey, it's your boy, Twizzleman56. That's TWIZZLEMAN56.
Facts. And follow us on 1201 the podcast. That's TWELVE_OH_1. Make sure you follow and make sure you subscribe to this. Hit that like, hit that comment, share it with your peoples.
Do it now.
Make sure they all following the move. Yo, it's coming up to October now. We're getting closer and closer.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe it's here, man.
Yeah. It's going to be right in the middle of the fourth quarter. A lot of releases going to be coming down. A lot of stuff we've been waiting on.
Right,
a lot of stuff we've been talking about. And the season, man. Can we talk about the season for a second? Like,
oh, man.
The season is really... I was born in October.
Right.
Libra gang, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I mean, even if I wasn't, I think I'd still be into Halloween and all that good stuff, all the horror movies, everything that's going to be popping off.
Definitely got to love the holidays, man, because that's when people start to actually be friendly.
It's the tip-off. It's the turning point right till we get into Thanksgiving, right till we get into Christmas. So
yeah, most definitely.
It's kind of the start.
Yeah, most definitely.
Friendly, yeah. I don't know. How's New York been treating you?
Actually, New York has been pretty good.
Yeah.
I've had your typical New York experience. Like last week, I had to go into town. I had some business to go in Manhattan.
Oh.
And A train all the way down. So
you take that local or express?
I take whichever A train would just pop up. You know.
See, I used to do that. Then I learned wait on that express if I just need to get straight into like 34th or something like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. I guess a lot of them are express that they come through. Yeah. So, I mean, it seems to get there in the hour, which is
all the delays and stuff.
Time.
They don't hit the A's too much no more.
What the story I was talking about. So, I went there the other week and. I walked up the stairs and went to the train station.
Right.
And there was a big sign saying the train is not running. I said, the train is not running. And then you hear the little dude on the thing, the A train is not running from this street to all the way down to this street.
Typical New York.
Yeah.
Typical New York.
Because of electrical issues. Are you serious?
Yeah.
We have a shuttle that is free that you can take to go to the next station.
You know
how courteous of them was that, but Lord, that's like an extra 20
And then you ever see those lines for those shuttles?
Oh my gosh.
It was a monsoon one time out here and there was a line, I kid you not, it looked like the whole sidewalk, every inch of the pavement was taken up.
Yeah.
It just looked like people and then street.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then of course a big pool of water.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And time in New York is crazy. Like I just had a client, I had to tell them about, so I had to catch a flight to Newark, Newark, New Jersey. I gotta get a flight. Don't laugh, man. I did not understand.
I'm sorry.
See, you can
when I learned about filters, I started filtering that off on my searches for flights.
Like, bruh. And they was like, hey, everything's already paid for. Right now we really can't make any changes in the way you can get there. I'm just like, all right, we'll make it happen. But I'm just looking it up. It was like 40 miles. It's like only 40 miles.
Yeah.
And the place where I work with, they were in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, 40 miles, that's like a 30-minute drive, man.
Twist, my bad. Yo, for future reference, when you bucket us, please give us a little bit of leeway on where we want to fly out of and fly into.
Please.
All right, you might know your city, but you might not know ours that well. Just give us a heads up and be like, hey, is Newark far? Like, yes. Newark is far as fuck. Okay? Newark is far as fuck. We try to fly to JFK only.
Hey, maybe LaGuardia.
Maybe.
But
you gotta catch us on a good day for that shit. It's gotta be last minute shit. Like, I swear. I've given up flights just because of LaGuardia. That's bougie as hell. I'm sorry, but
bougie.
I was just like, nah.
JFK all the way.
I was like, nah. This last time when the hurricane was, I was trying to get back to New York when there was Doreen or something like that.
Dorian or something like that.
Dorian.
Yeah.
And lady was like, the only flight we got was out of Newark. I was like, nope, check again. She was like, all right, we got something out of LaGuardia. I was like, you got anything else? And she was like, tomorrow JFK. I was like, that's the one for me. I had to do it, bro. I had to. I couldn't deal with it.
So what makes it that much of a difference? Like,
well, LaGuardia, like, all right, depending on when you're watching this online.
Yeah.
right now, the end of 2019, LaGuardia's got a lot of construction going on the outside, so it's a headache to try to come into or try to go out of.
Big fact.
JFK, well, for me and you personally, JFK is like a hop, skip, and a jump for us. We're 5 minutes away from a plane. And Newark is just a whole nother state. Like, come on, man. Like, nah.
So even though the mileage...
Well, I mean, I would go to LaGuardia, but it's an older airport. It's not as maintained as well.
It actually looks... They have started. So
they've started. No, there's huge renovations.
Yeah.
I think 2020 or 2021.
I think 2021.
2021 is going to be like huge renovations.
Yeah.
Whole new wings, whole new lounges, like everything's going to be upgraded.
They've already begun. And the only reason why I know that was such a big deal is I was on the flight with a guy, and there was this guy. I was like, he's like, last time I went to LaGuardia, it looked like crap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And
it looked like JFK in the 90s.
Yeah. And so when they walked in and saw, he was like, holy crap. You know, the point, what the heck is this?
Yeah, no, it's huge. Night and day difference. Yeah. And then, I mean, out of all three, well, it's all two of the options we have for airports, I just feel like systematically JFK has it down. They get you in and out of TSA. Yeah. You're on. You know what I mean? LaGuardia is just a little bit more lackadaisical. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. That's fair. But no, I mean, speaking of flights, we both got upcoming. I'm flying out. Probably when this is going to air, I'll be in the air down south. And then you heading out of town almost every other week.
Listen. So this time we have to go to Louisiana.
Nice.
Over in the New Orleans.
You'd be back safe home. We'd probably already be in another production day by the time this is.
You know it all day. So yeah, I get to check out there. I've never been in that region, so I think that's pretty dope to go check that out.
How awesome is it getting to work and travel? Like, do what you do. Do the multimedia lifestyle and travel and the teaching and everything, because that's always been a kick for me.
The hardest thing to do in life, and I feel like, is really getting a job that you are passionate and love. You know what I'm saying? To where it's not just a regular job, not stunting on the regular job. I feel like regular jobs are there for you to kind of like do what you need to do until you can find something better or something like that. But to do like a dream job, sometimes you either got to create that, or sometimes you have to just kind of make it tailored to what you want to do. Like, I try not to work any jobs that ain't got nothing to do with my skill set, or where I can't grow or I can't learn something or experience something that relates to my craft or what I'm chasing.
I dig that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to. And sometimes it comes with a lot of sacrifices. Sometimes it comes with sacrifices in pay. Sometimes the pay is good, but the consistency is not, because it's unorthodox. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so unorthodox, it's really hard to sustain. You really got to create that. Like, that's not an opportunity.
Freelance at the end of the day.
Exactly. You really got to create that, because if you don't create that, nobody's going to give that to you. Those kind of jobs, those kind of lifestyle,
and that's the stuff
can't walk up to.
And that's the stuff people don't see. And I think that's a great idea that you have, and I'm on board with it. Is like giving people exposure to that, you know, what's really going on behind the scenes, what's really taking to get up to these points where we could do these shows, types of shows like this.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You know, like always, I always appreciate you, guest hosting with me and stuff like that. Man. There's always times where we got to drop gems. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Just because it's the gem dropper right here. Make sure you checking them out on 5 Minutes of Twisdom. You definitely got to shout that out too, man. Let people know.
Man, especially next Wednesday. The one that's going to drop, and check this out, we're going to drop it in Louisiana, so that's going to be dope.
On location, that's going to be lit.
Exactly, on location.
I should probably take a rig with me and do something when I'm going OT.
Hey, you should.
Take advantage. There you go. There you go.
Take advantage, man. Bring it back. We chop it up in post.
Facts.
Create like a promo.
Speaking of which, we want to get back into the music. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of chop it up in post, we're going to go ahead and hit a break real quick. And I might drop something special for you on this break. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show some exposure to some new artists. So I'm going to make sure I hit you with a slot there and hit you with their link. All new artists, if you're watching, if you're listening, we're going to talk more about this on the break. But I want to open up an opportunity for y'all too with 1201 the podcast. We'll catch you on the flip.
This is for them drinkers, this is for them sippers, this is for them bottle servers and them bartenders. This is for them ballers, this is for them strippers. And tonight we turn it up with a bottle of that brown liquor. This is for them drinkers, this is for them sippers, this is for them bottle servers and them bartenders. This is for them ballers, this This is for them strippers. Tonight we turning up with a bottle of that brown liquor. Yeah. Cop a bottle and post some. Got money, then throw some. Brown liquor, we bump some. Yeah. For the gram, niggas post some. Bad bitches wanna show some. We live, we so drunk. Yeah. Drinking Henny or the deuce. On the rocks with the juice. Toast happy born day to who? Born day to you. This the liquor song of the year. Celebrating hands in the air. Brown liquor party over here. Tonight we not drinking tequila. Don't gotta chase it with a lime. I'm smoking Keisha on my Dave East. I'm on a different type of time. Throw them shots back if you cheat up. Another shot to get you right. I'ma order up more bottles with the extra sparkles and the lights. My section blowing that weed up, blowing clouds to the sky. Meditation with the medication, come and get your mind right. Play this one loud in your speakers, we gon' turn up the night. Smoke something, man, post something, man, how the time of your life.
This is for them drinkers, this is for them sippers, this is for them bottle servers and them bartenders. This is for them ballers, this is for them strippers. Tonight we turning up with a bottle of that brown liquor. This is for them drinkers, this is for them sippers, this is for them bottle servers and them bartenders. This is for them ballers, this is for them strippers. Tonight we turning up with a bottle of that brown liquor.
Hennessy bottles on deck, plastic cups from the store. Pour up some more, all the brodies on the steps. Hustle road to success, pour and digest. Put my bottles in a bag, even my bag brown. Bottles all over the stairs, finesse in the background. All my people drinking brown liquor. Any shots go around, drink 'em. We on the grind, hang around with 'em. Level climbing like a sound system. Hey, pull up and pop out, we lit. We are not popping no crystal. Only brown liquor, that's it. Only brown liquor we drink now. Back to the block, what you sipping on? All the brown liquor, we drinking strong. Shot after shot, we could drink a lot. We getting drunk and still get along. We pour some out for our homies gone. Laugh and joke, we relax and smoke, and the little homies gon' tag along. More fire for the catalog.
This is for them drinkers, this is for them sippers, this is for them bottle servers and them bartenders. This is for them ballers, this is for them strippers. Tonight we turning up with a bottle of that brown liquor. This is for them drinkers, this is for them sippers, this is for them bottle servers and them bartenders. This is for them ballers, this is for them strippers. Tonight we turning up with a bottle of that brown liquor.
We have a program alarm, 1201. You was going to 1201, Roger, go 1201.
Sure about that. All right, man, we on. Welcome back to 1201 the podcast. I'm your host, So It Go Jay. So It Go Jay. All underscores in between. Find me on all social media there. And my man's.
Hey, it's your boy Twizzle Man 56. That's TWIZZLE Man 56.
56. Follow us on the podcast, 1201 TWELVE underscore OH underscore the number one. Make sure you like, share with a homie,
Do it.
comment, all that good stuff. Do the all down at the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when we left for break, I said I want to come back and touch on some music because we got into so much stuff. And the music almost got forgotten, but you know, it's 1201 the podcast. We got to hit you with a little bit of that. Twiz, I had shown you on the break, and we was cracking up about this. The new signee to Rock Nation is Megan Thee Stallion.
Bruh.
It's The Rock. Jay-Z just signed Megan Thee Stallion to Rock Nation. I didn't even get into the details of the contract. I just looked at the header and was like, wow, okay, this is what we're doing now, Hov.
Hey,
Hot Girl Summer. But it's about to be Hot Girl Fall. It's about to be Pumpkin Spice Fall for these shorties.
I'm a businessman.
I'm a businessman.
I'm a businessman.
I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. The Rock.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
still confused about this, but I understand it.
I do understand
I know
it.
it doesn't even make sense what I just said.
I don't
like,
even know the song she sang.
I'm confused about this, but I understand why you did it. It's a business move.
Yeah.
I
Is she started the whole Hot Girl Summer thing? That's her? Or that's another? City Girls is different than her?
Yeah, I believe City Girls is different. You know,
Safe to say they're in the same
They in the same
slot, though.
bracket. Yeah,
Okay, got you,
same
got
bracket.
you, got you.
Miami, you know.
Oh, it's on Miami? I thought Megan Thee Stallion's from New York.
Oh, is she?
I don't even know. To be honest with you.
Well, she throwing up the rock, you might be.
She's throwing up the rock. Man, I'd be from Alaska throwing up the rock. Jay, throw me a chain, homie.
He threw up the interest. Icy.
Yeah, real icy. My homie,
Wow.
my homie Ant should have been here for this next topic. So
Is it his favorite rapper?
for a time it was. Shout out to podcast Ant. You know what I'm saying? PODCAST_ANT. Yeah, 6'9". His testimony was revealed by prosecutors. So
what happened?
long article on there explaining how the robbery kind of offset a chain of events that led to where he's at now, and why he's not really a gang member, not really a part of that group he was claiming he was. I'm not going to get into the particulars because the story has been beaten to death in everybody's head already. But yeah, man. So his whole testimony has been released. So that's going to make it very interesting for him to come back. And previously on the podcast, me and Ant had talked about it. Can he come back from this?
I was just thinking that in my head. Like, can you? I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure in this day and age you can.
Yeah,
because
where you gonna get asylum from?
A good example is the Kodak Black stuff, right?
Yeah.
In Kodak Black, when they blackmailed, supposedly blackmailed this man's music, and
he got a lot of flack for things he said.
Yeah, at Nipsey, and I get it. He young dumb decision or whatever, but. They was blacklisting this man's music, and then probably like a couple weeks later, they playing this man's new single.
Yeah.
That's when he dropped that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that song was lit though.
You see what I'm saying? And then he on the song with Migos.
Yeah.
So it's like
hate you today, love you tomorrow, or however that goes.
Yeah,
Both days you get paid.
Yeah.
That's really all that matters. Just get your money.
That's how I see that. So.
Yeah, man. So we talked about the releases on the prior episodes. We're dropping these. We're trying to drop them sooner and sooner, but right now just about looking like every month, every few weeks or so. But yeah, I wanted to touch base on one thing before we cut back from the break.
Yeah.
Aside from the music,
right?
I definitely want to open up the sleeper section. The sleeper segment we got of the show,
right?
Where you pick a sleeper, I pick a sleeper,
right?
And we play it. I'm thinking, after all the time I've spent traveling and going around and seeing these different showcases in different cities, and I'm friends with a lot of the promoters. Right. Shout out to the Ryan Show, shout out to Waistline Entertainment, 132, everybody holding us down. Big T, shout out to Big T Show.
Big T.
Everybody, mad love to everybody showing us love from, all East Coast, North, South, West Coast. Shout out to Will Farrell. Shout out to Big Ev out there in Vegas. OTM, that's the move, you know what I'm saying? Brown Liquor, stream that. That's all, stream that. But aside from all of that, everywhere I'm seeing, it's still payola, man.
True.
It's still pay to play. If you want an 8-minute segment on a show, you still got to pay upwards of $300, $350, whatever it might be. And I understand that the promoter has to get paid, the flyers have to be bought, the artwork has to be bought, all this other stuff, the radio time, all this other stuff. This is understandable. But there are other ways around it if you think outside the box. So what I want to do is I want to open up the sleeper segment for artists to just submit their songs. And there's not going to be any guarantee. I know some places, if you pay $50, it's guaranteed your song will get played. This is not the type of show where we just play your music and judge it all day. We're just going to show love. You pick, if we find something in the bucket when you submit these tracks, we'll play it if we see fit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be just that. We're going to pick a sleeper from this designated area, and that's going to be what you send us. So make sure you get your submissions to us. The email link is going to be right below, and I think that's going to be a nice little change up. You know what I'm saying? We always want to keep things evolving and keep things progressing here at 1201 the podcast.
No doubt. I can't wait to hear the new stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
I always look for new fire.
I took the liberty of picking something today. You know what I'm saying? It'd be great if you guys send us videos, but we understand how it is. If it's audio straight, send us some type of artwork we can put up with it. We're going to show some love to it. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I want to shout out again my co-host, Twizzleman. That's TWIZZLEMAN56.
Let them know, man.
Make sure you're checking out 5 Minutes at Twizzle. 5. You dig what I'm saying? So It Go J. Make sure you following me everywhere. That's So It Go J. All underscores, all in between. And follow us on the podcast, 1201 TWELVE_OH_1. Man, much love and respect. We appreciate all y'all coming back to checking us out. Without y'all, there wouldn't be us. So much love. Catch you on the next one.
Certified.
Certified.